And then the reason this video was delayed is because I got a dispatch notification for this item. Right, I was going to make this video a couple of days ago, but then I got a dispatch notification that something had been was going to be delivered in a couple of days. So I've held off until now, and it's literally just been delivered this morning. So that'll be at the end of the video. I'll start off with something I missed at the end of the last video. Something that I purchased, and it was a AV cable for the Jaguar. And I wish I'd bought one years ago. The quality of the picture is so much better than the RF. I did know it was slightly better, but when I'm putting the Jaguar on through the AV, it's miles and miles better. And then we'll stick with the Jaguar for a second. I've already got a few of these, but this one popped up for the same price as you would pay for one without a box. And I've got a manual as well, but I think it's fell behind the bookcase where I store my games, because this is the game that usually comes as the packing, and I've bought another Cybermorph. Obviously, I just wanted this one to display. It's probably a reproduction box, but I'm not bothered because I got the game and the box for the price you would pay for an unboxed copy anyway. So just gives me that box to display it in, which is a little bit better. And then still, that was from eBay, like I say, for the price of an unboxed copy. So I think it was a pound more. I think it cost me 16 quid. And then still on eBay, I got this for a tenner less than you would pay on CEX for it, and it's Pit Fight of the Lynx. So quite happy with that one. Homing in on a full collection now. And then a couple more Lynx games popped up on eBay. One that I haven't already got, and that's Kicks. Popped up in box. I had some vouchers, so I decided to get that one. And then I've already got this one cart only, but because it was so cheap, decided to buy it in a box with the manual as well, and that's Jimmy Connor's Tennis. So that's another one to add. And then there wasn't much for a few days. And then Facebook Marketplace, something popped up. Not cheap, not really expensive, but not cheap. But there was something with it a couple of things with it that I knew my money was safe. Anyway, the main thing was a white PSP, and it's not in perfect condition, but it's fine, and it does all work. So it came with the official power supply, and turn that off properly. Have I turned that back on again? No, I haven't. Right, good. Came with the official power supply and a few games. We'll start off with some that aren't that great. So we've got Championship Manager, Brian Lara, and then we've got some films. We've got Friday on the UMD. We've got The Office UMD. We've got Pulp Fiction. We've got Borat. And then we've got Gran Turismo, which is worth more than I thought it was, to be fair. So that helps keep me money safe because I've already got that one. And it's also Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. These are all complete, by the way. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. So that chips into what I paid for it as well. And then the reason I went for it in the first place was Def Jam Fight for New York, the Takeover. And typically, it's the only one that doesn't come with a manual, but still looks like it's about a 35, 40 quid game. So I think my money's pretty safe. Then also, as well as that, came with this little case with some games that aren't, there's nothing special in here. FIFA 07. We've got SmackDown versus Raw, Pro Evolution Soccer. There's nothing good in here, but actually that's not too bad, I suppose. Gangs of London and NBA Live 06. But just a bonus really, those. And it came with this little protective case as well, so that was nice. So paid 70 quid for that, which, like I say, the games are there's probably 60 quid worth, 50, 60 quid worth of games there anyway. So I would only end up paying probably 20 quid for the PSP. But when I got there, the woman said, "Oh, it's just in a bag of stuff," and gave me the bag. And in the bag, as well as the PSP and all the games, was a PlayStation 3. And it's not in terrible condition. It's not in the best condition, but it's not terrible. But it works. I've tested it. It's working. And it came with 3 controllers, but one of them, I decided to give them all a clean, and one of them practically fell apart in my hand when I was cleaning it. But still, another 2 controllers and one of these Move controllers as well came with it. And also, nothing spectacular, but FIFA 16, the deluxe edition, came with it as well. Just put these out of the way. And then I took a few bits and bobs to the CEX around the corner, and while there was a couple of Amazon Echo stuff, Amazon Echo, Echo Dot, and an Echo Flex, few little bits and bobs that I picked up. So I chucked them into CEX, and while they were testing them, I had a walk around the charity shops, and in one of them was a copy of Wii Party for 50p. So can't complain at that. And then in another one, there was Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10 for £2, and that was in the British Heart Foundation. So for the British Heart Foundation, that's a pretty decent bargain. And then went into a charity shop that I go in quite a lot, where they tend to give me, sell me untested stuff cheap, things like that. And lost my train of thought there now. Oh yeah, they sell me the untested stuff cheap anyway. And there are a couple of bits for us, and I say a couple of bits. Just seen on James Retro Import Gamers one of his videos quite recently, he picked up something similar to this, and I think I'll actually give this a bit of a go. I think I'll eventually end up moving it on, but it's DJ Hero 2 in this nice, I don't know, what would you call it, like a flight case or something like that. And it does come with the game and the turntable, and can shift these out of the way. It's even got legs for the table in the bottom that screw in the bottom. So that was a £5. Well, might only have one of those PlayStation 3 controllers left now. So just knock one of those on the floor. Right, so might have to cut the video while I try and get this back in the box. So I think I'm putting it in the wrong way. And as well as that DJ Hero 2, nothing spectacular, but there was this little Super Drive steering wheel, but that was only £2. So picked that up. I think that trades into CEX for 12. So I haven't tested it or anything, but if it works, it's only £2 anyway. If it works, it's a nice little extra bit of voucher. Where am I up to? And then another visit to the same charity shop, not the same day, and they had a pink old-fashioned, like the first model DS, and all works. And I bought that and a big box. I don't know what I've done with it. Bought that and a big box of Pokemon cards. I don't really know much about Pokemon cards, but bought the console and that big box of Pokemon cards for £15. No games or anything with it, but it did have an official charger, so probably might be a little bit on the steep side. But I wanted a model. I didn't want a pink one. I wanted a silver one, but I wanted the Model 1 for a while. Anyway, moving on. We're getting towards the end now. I think there's only a couple of things left, and one of them is something I'm pretty excited about. Also, I was been watching Tooty's old videos the last few days. And I mean old videos like 12 years ago. And he bought something, and it's exactly the same as the thing I've bought here. I'll just take the contents out because I put them in since. And he bought an empty box of Return of the Jedi. And I've just bought exactly the same thing on eBay, and it did cost me £9, but I already had the game for it. So, unfortunately, there's no manual or anything, but that now means that I've got Jedi Arena, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi all in the box. So, I've got the box for display, I've got the game to play, and you don't play the manual. So if one turns up, I'll be glad to try and add it to it. But in the meantime, I'm quite happy with that. And then the reason this video was delayed is because I got a dispatch notification for this item. Now, I'm going to show you what it is straight away, and it's a box for Rayman on the Jaguar. Right, I'm going to look a bit close. I'll take a bit of a closer look in a second, because it kind of looks a bit too good to be true, really. And if it looks too good to be true, it usually is. But comes with the manual as well, and also the sticker, like the holographic sticker, has the holographic effect, and it also has the Jaguar eyes. The piercing Jaguar eyes on it. So, like I say, it looks too good to be true. I think it is original, but even if it isn't, there's other people on eBay. They're charging about. I paid 20 quid for this, and they're charging about a tenner for a universal case with a reprinted sleeve in it. They're charging about a tenner for that, and so I've got the box that at least looks the same as all my other Jaguar boxes, and I do think although it's looked in very good condition, I do think it's real. And even if it's not, would I be happy paying for that box with the manual to display with my other boxes? 20 quid? Probably. So, what I'm going to have to do is put my copy of Rayman in the box with the manual, so there it all is, and now I can't get it in the box properly because I put the manual at a funny angle. But now every single game in my Jaguar collection is at least boxed, most with manuals, one or two without, but they're all at least boxed. And now this will be going into a box protector onto the shelf with the rest of mine. So over the moon with that pickup. Quite happy with all the others. Got some stuff for a little bit of trade voucher at CEX. I've added to my Jaguar collection, my Lynx collection, my 2600 collection. Picked up a couple of other bits that I've wanted for a while as well, and probably end up moving that PlayStation 3 on and that Def Jam game, probably to pay for what I paid for the rest of it and keep the rest. So hopefully that's a decent amount of pickups. Probably, maybe, the last before Christmas. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like. And got quite a few more subscribers, thanks to James and Tootie. So if you want to subscribe, that'll be much appreciated, because I want to try and get in contact with as many more collectors as I possibly can. I've just bought my tickets for the Leeds gaming market, and I'll be at Leeds and I'll be at Newcastle. So hopefully I'll see a few people there. That's the end of this one. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.